Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Here this is part 6 of the chapter whole numbers. In this part 6 we will continue with the properties of whole numbers. Students, in our previous session we learnt that there are 6 properties, and those properties are closure property, division by zero, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, and identity property. See, amongst these 6 properties we learnt in our previous session first 3 properties, that is closure property. We learnt closure property as whole numbers are closed under addition and also under multiplication. What does this closure property tells us? We learned that closure property telling us sum of any 2 whole numbers is again a whole number, as well as product of any 2 whole numbers is again the whole number. Therefore, both addition and multiplication closed for whole numbers. That is what we learnt under closure property. Then coming to the next property, division by zero. Students, we know that whenever any whole number is divided by 0, it is not defined. So we learnt this with an example, dividing 2 by 0. You have seen in our previous session. Then next to this property we learnt commutativity. Commutativity under addition as well as commutativity under multiplication we learnt. Through this example you understood that commutativity says that sum of any 2 whole numbers is same in whichever the order that they are added. So you can add any 2 whole numbers in any order. This is what you learnt. Commutativity under addition or commutativity of addition. Then commutativity of multiplication says that through this example you understood that you can multiply any 2 whole numbers in any order. So the product of any 2 whole numbers, however they are multiplied, is same. We learned that these 3 properties, and this is the summary that I have given you as a notes in our previous session. I hope you have revised prior to this class and ready to learn the new properties. Students, today we are going to learn 4th property, that is associativity or associative property. So associativity of addition or associative property under addition we are going to learn now. Watch this table. Now students, in this table I have got sum of 3 numbers given. Now if I want to add, while adding try to observe the addition of 3 numbers, that to 3 whole numbers. Students, is there any change if I change the order of addition? That is what we are going to look for. Commutativity tells that sum of any 2 whole numbers, however they are added, is same. We can add 2 whole numbers in any order. Now we are talking about 3 numbers. We are talking about 3 numbers. It is 3 about let me write, it is about 3 numbers. Now first we will add 7 and 8, that is 8 added to 7 are, I can say here 7 and 8 are added. The sum of 7 and 8 is 15, and to that 15 I am adding 5. So 5 plus 15 is 20. Now this is one way we had added. Next I change the order. I am adding now 5 and 8. That is 8 added to 5. The sum of 5 and 8 gives 13, and that 13 added to 7 gives us 20. So sum is almost, now you observe that in both the cases sum is same. Now let us solve the other 3 also. 8 added to 5. 8 added to 5, 5 added to 8, or both are, I say, sum of 8 and 5. Here also 13, that is what commutative property says, sum of any two numbers, however they are added same. But 13 plus 7 is again 20. Here next 8 and 7 are added. You know 7 plus 8 is same as 8 plus 7, which is 15 only. Now 15 plus 5 is 20. Now I change the order. I am adding now 5 and 7. Here the sum of the 5 and 7 we did. 5 and 7 sum is 12. 12 added to 8 is 20 again. Now is it same that in any order 3 numbers can be added? We learned under commutative property any two whole numbers can be added in any order. Now we could identify that not only two numbers added in any order, even 3 whole numbers also can be added in any order. So that is what associative property tells. Associative property under addition says that 3 or more whole numbers can be added in any order. That is what associative property talks about. You can add 3 whole numbers in any order. So students, you can through this table summarize this observation. Okay, now we will go for a different operation. Let us take associative property under subtraction. For the same table I am taking. Now what about 7 minus 8? 7 minus 8 is first of all not a whole number. It gives minus 1. Further, from that minus 5 if I do, let's say I am doing 7 minus 8 first, which is minus 1. From that minus 1 if I subtract 5, I will get minus 6. Students, you being in class 6, I expect from you that difference of whole numbers you are aware, but difference of integers you are not aware. Do not worry that how this minus 6 comes. If you are knowing this is well and good. If you do not know, don't worry. In this class 6, you have a one exclusive chapter called integers. There you will be learning all these arithmetical operations on even negative numbers, such as these, which we call integers, operations on integers. First of all, what we could recognize here, 5 minus 8, when I do changing order of this difference or order of doing subtraction operation amongst the numbers. 5 minus 8 gives us minus 3. From minus 3 again 7 subtracted gives me minus 10. That means answers are not the same. You could definitely get that. Here 8 minus 5 is positive 3. From 3, 7 subtracted gives me minus 4. Now you could observe here that the differences of three whole numbers is not same. 8 minus 7 is 1, positive 1. From 1, if you subtract 5, it gives me minus 4. Though it looks like these two are same, but rest of the things are not same na. You cannot change the order na. 5 minus 7 is minus 2 and minus 2. From that if you subtract 8 gives me minus 10. Students, remember here we could definitely realize the difference between two whole numbers is not the same when the order is changed. Similarly, difference between three whole numbers cannot be same when I change the order. When I change the order, we will definitely get different answers. So that's why we can say that subtraction of three whole numbers cannot be done by changing the order of the numbers, or subtraction is not associative for whole numbers. Whole number set will not follow associative property under subtraction operation, or in simple language, you cannot subtract three whole numbers in any order. This is for your class 6th level, we given a short. Okay, so this is the associative property of subtraction, which is not true for any type of numbers. In fact, not only to whole numbers, to any type of numbers. Now let us get into the another operation, and we'll learn for associative property of that operation. Multiplication we shall take now. Associative property under multiplication. Children, this also we can summarize. You can multiply three whole numbers in any order. You can summarize straight away. Why? You can cross check through this table. Product of 7 and 8, 56. 56 5s are, it is 280. Students, very important, you need to know now here, after learning, very important thing is, can I change the order and make this simple way of multiplication? That is what you need to observe. Is it wise to multiply 7 and 8? Then that product is multiplied by 5? Or 5 and 8, which is in a short span, we can say straight away that 80. 8 5s 40, sorry, 8 5s 40, 47s are 280. Try to observe, whenever a number 8 is multiplied by 5 gives definitely ending with 0, and 8 5s 40, now 7 4s are 28 and 0 is just placed there. That is easier. So here in all the cases the product remains same, and whichever easy one, either this or this one is easy. Multiplying a number by 5 gives a number ending with 0. If the number is even, provided even, again even number multiplied by 5 ends with 0. and now placing a 0 is easy. Multiplying a number ending with zeros, easy I mean. So we can summarize, we can multiply 3 whole numbers in any order. Our associative property under multiplication is true for whole numbers. Multiplication operation is associative for whole numbers. This we can summarize. Next, do you have any thing to say about that other operation, division? Is associative property under division is true for whole numbers or any other numbers? Never. Why? Because first of all, 7 divided by 8 is not a whole number, so it's not a closure first. So the quotient of any two whole numbers need not be a whole number only. So whole number set will not be closed for division operation. Next, is 7 divided by 8 is equal to 8 divided by 7? Is it commutative? No again. So when they are not commutative, obviously for two whole numbers it is not true. Associative property under division will also be not true for 3 numbers. So 7 divided by 8 divided by 5 will never be equal to 7 divided by 8 divided by 5. So associative property under subtraction and under division will not be true for whole numbers or for any other numbers also. Now summary of associative property of addition as well as multiplication. You can add 3 whole numbers in any order. You can multiply 3 whole numbers in any order. You can say that addition and multiplications are associative for whole numbers. However, subtraction and division are not associative for whole numbers. This is the summary of associative property. Now students, coming to the problems on associative property. See students, we have very much importance of using this associative property in solving problems. Let us take few examples and solve them using these properties. First, add the numbers 234 and 197 and 103. Students, try to observe, is it easy to add 234 to 197 and later to that sum adding 103 is easy, or adding 197 and 103 first, then to that sum adding 234 will be easy. Now you are making some common sense. Here adding 234 and 197, you have to following the same procedure. You will find 7 plus 4 as 11, 1 carry, 3 plus 9 plus 1 is 30, 1 carry and 431, and adding 103 to this is 1 plus 3, 4, 3 plus 0, 3, 4 plus 1, 5. It is 534. But whereas here 7 plus 3 is 10, 1 carry, 1 plus 9 plus 0 is again 0, 1 carry, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 300. Could you make out some sort of, when I add 197 and 103, I can clearly see that here 97 is falling short of 3, which I can take from this 3 becomes century. 97 and 1, this 3 added century, here already 1 century is there, and here again the other century. It gives some sort of 300. Now adding to this 300 234 is, it's a just overall question. 300 plus 200, 500, 534. Now you could see that instead of adding 234 and 197, first it is good to add 197 and 103 first. Why? Because their sum gives 300. Adding any number ending with zeros with the other numbers is easy. So 300 plus 234 is just saying like 200 plus 300, 500, 500, rest of the numbers 3, 4, 34. So this is easy. So that's how we use associative property, by changing order of the addition of numbers. So this is the application of associative property under addition. Students, we will continue in our next session from this point, application of associative property in solving numericals. Okay, till then I say goodbye and Jai Hind. Thank you.